Where's the professor when you need him?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most shocking surprises and jaw-dropping twists from the first season of X-Men '97. Naturally, major spoilers ahead.
Oh my god. Nathan.
Let's skip the reunion, Dad.
Number 10. Forge's past mistake. Following the tragedy of Storm losing her powers, Forge, the mutant inventor, makes it his goal to restore her goddess-like abilities.
If you're needing a meat toaster or a thing that'll store your mutant powers...
Or a bowl of this delicious chili.
Yep, or chili. Then I'm your man.
Along the way, the two start to form a romantic relationship, which becomes strained when he reveals a dark secret of his past. You see, the government hired him to design anti-mutant weapons, like the inhibitor collars.
You, of all people, should know the perils of trusting those in Washington.
That's not fair.
While he may not have actually built them, his designs gave aggressors like the Friends of Humanity the tools to terrorize mutants. In a way, he inadvertently caused Storm's crisis. Determined to atone for his role in all this, helping Storm regain her powers was definitely a great start.
I'll say it once. Just once. Then you can go or you can stay, but... I love you.
Number 9. Mr. Sinister is the puppet master. The monstrous Sentinel's attack on Genosha was undeniably one of the biggest tragedies of all time, one that resulted in countless mutant deaths.
Regardless of your stance on recent world events,
Oh my...
the images you're about to see may be disturbing.
We're still mourning Gambit's demise. Who could have created such a destructive monster? Was it Bolivar Trask, the man who made the original Sentinels? Nope. It turns out the real mastermind behind the massacre was classic X-Men baddie Mr. Sinister. After using Trask's DNA to create the abomination, the dire destruction was inevitable. However, according to Sinister, this was just a prelude to a greater atrocity to come. He also makes it clear that he is not bluffing.
Don't fret the future. Why, Genosha was merely the beginning of a prologue, now past. You have nothing to fear, so long as you place your faith in Sinister.
Number 8. Mary Jane's return. While the X-Men struggle to save Earth, several citizens bear witness to the frightening news reports.
World leaders have been hoping for the best, but we regret to inform you that the missile strike to intercept the asteroid has failed.
Among the viewers are Spider-Man the Animated Series' Peter Parker and Mary Jane.
And scientists believe that when it makes impact, it will strike the east coast of North America.
Fans will recall that the 90s Spidey series ended on a cliffhanger with Peter searching for a missing Mary Jane.
We are going to find the real Mary Jane Watson.
What?
We never got to see how Peter's journey ended. However, this quick cameo in X-Men '97 confirmed what we were all hoping for. Peter succeeded in his mission and reunited with the love of his life. While it would have been nice to see the actual reunion, it's heartwarming to know that Spidey and MJ are together again. Number 7. Charles Xavier's will. After enjoying some post-battle basketball, the X-Men are greeted by a nasty surprise: Magneto in Professor X's office.
Magneto, what are you doing in our home?
Your home? I beg to differ, Cyclops.
If that wasn't shocking enough, it's revealed in Xavier's last will and testament that he left everything to Magneto, including the X-Men.
His fortune, his school, everything he built, everything he fought for, now belongs to me.
Considering he's been their greatest enemy and is openly opposed to Professor X's vision of peace between humans and mutants, having Magneto take over the team was quite surreal. While Magneto actually tried to fulfill his friend's wishes, learning to coexist with humans proved difficult, especially when they kept giving him a reason to go back to his old ways.
And that my kind, like yours, have the right to live in it. I am trying to be better. Please. Do not make me let you down.
Number 6. Bastion's origin. Bastion is undeniably one of the X-Men's most terrifying foes, but where did he come from? While investigating his childhood home, Jean has a vision of Bastion's past, a frightened mutant child with a connection to machines. Throughout the vision, one notable face pops up: Nimrod. Nimrod was a futuristic sentinel sent back in time to kill Professor X in the original series. While Nimrod was eventually destroyed, remnants of him infected Bastion's father, which resulted in the boy's mutant abilities.
Nimrod. Creating something new. Parts, past, present, and future.
So even though it failed in its original mission, Nimrod still plagued our heroes by inadvertently planting the seeds to create a true monster.
He's descended of every Sentinel from Master Mold to Nimrod. Mutated, evolved, born.
Number 5. Cable's identity.
Oh God, Nathan.
You monster!
To save his newborn son Nathan, Cyclops was forced to send the child into the future to be cured of Mr. Sinister's virus. Having to abandon his newborn baby was nothing short of heartbreaking. However, halfway through the season, Cyclops makes an unexpected discovery. Not only was Nathan cured of his sickness, but he eventually grew up to be Cable, the time-traveling mutant vigilante seen in the original series.
Oh my God, Nathan.
Let's skip the reunion, Dad.
Fans of the Marvel Comics already knew Cable's parentage, but the 90s series only vaguely hinted at their connection. It was definitely a welcome treat to once and for all reveal Cable and Scott's relationship.
What mistake?
Not saying goodbye.
That sort of ending, huh?
I'm afraid so.
Number 4. The fate of Professor X. The last time we saw Professor X, he was barely clinging to life following an assassination attempt.
I am proud of you all. My X-Men.
After that, he was taken into space by the Shi'ar Empire to heal him. But after that, no one knew what became of him. While the rest of the world believed him to be dead, the X-Men held out hope that the Shi'ar could save him.
Can he ever come back?
Perhaps not in body, my children, but my spirit shall remain among you, where it was always meant to be.
Halfway through the revival's first season, we are happy to say that the mystery was finally solved.
Professor Charles Xavier.
Turns out Professor X is alive and well, not to mention engaged to the Shi'ar Empress Magistrix Lilandra. In the wake of the tragedy in Genosha, Xavier doesn't hesitate to return to Earth and reunite with his students.
To me, my X-Men.
Number 3. Madelyne Pryor. It was supposed to be the happiest day of Jean's life when she gave birth to her and Scott's son Nathan. Instead, her entire world was turned upside down when another Jean shows up at the X-Men's doorstep.
What did I say? She's back!
Jean?
I need...
In a cruel twist of fate, this turns out to be the real Jean Grey.
But the Jean that lies on this couch would appear to be the actual Jean Grey.
Having been abducted by Mr. Sinister, Jean was replaced with a clone. Realizing she's been living a lie, the clone Jean becomes emotionally vulnerable, enabling her transformation into the Goblin Queen. Thankfully, Jean brings her back to her senses, and her clone leaves to make a life of her own.
He's a living reminder of the purest love two people can share, and no one can ever take that away from you. This is the greatest moment of my life.
But not before adopting a new name for herself, Madelyne Pryor.
Call me Madelyne Pryor. Farewell, Madelyne. Farewell, Jean.
Number 2. Rogue and Magneto's relationship. Once Magneto joins up with the X-Men, we notice him growing particularly close to Rogue.
I feared you would do your best to avoid being alone with me, Rogue.
Gambit especially takes notice of this, becoming increasingly jealous of their connection. It is soon revealed that before becoming an X-Man, Rogue was trained by Magneto.
That was a long time ago, Eric. And that cat's gotta stay in its bag. You hear me?
Eventually, this bond blossomed into a romance. We also learn Rogue is able to touch Magneto without harming him. However, Rogue becomes caught between two loves. There's a physical affection with Magneto, but her love for Gambit runs deeper. Sadly, Rogue's decision is too little too late, as a tragic event takes the swamp rat of her dreams away from her.
Sugar.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Second Coming of Apocalypse. Apocalypse returns in the finale and has big plans for next season.
So much pain, my children. So much death.
Magneto lives. Magneto survives Genosha and is abducted by Bastion.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had a one long
Nifty bop, right?
Unexpected meetups. Displaced in time, the X-Men meet young Cable and young Apocalypse.
Do not fear us. What is your name?
My name is En Sabanur.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Forge and Bishop's mission. The X-Men managed to save the world from Asteroid M, but mysteriously vanished.
6 months after E-Day. And rumors still swirl about the fate of the X-Men.
Presumed dead, Forge is left to find and recruit other scattered mutants on his own. Fortunately for Forge, Bishop arrives and delivers some hopeful news. The X-Men are not dead, but are instead scattered through time.
Something or someone yanked our friends through time, and now we gotta go rescue the X-Men.
With this revelation, the mission for the duo becomes clear: rally a team and locate their friends. This signals either a new lineup of X-Men or even the formation of X-Force. Only time will tell which mutant heroes join their team, and more importantly, if they will be successful.
Oh dear.
Which X revelation threw you for a loop? Let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.